Taurus, welcome to your energy check-in for the Astrological New Year. Thank you so much, Taurians, for being here for your special reading. And again, if this reading does not resonate with the Taurians who are watching, I have other Taurian readings that are timeless on the channel. Let's get to it. So, Taurus, today I will be doing a pull for general energies around career and life, and also a pull for love, in case Taurians, you are curious about what's coming in for love with the new year. So let's go ahead and get to it. I've already pre-shuffled all the cards I'll be using today. Taurus, please, messages for Taurus. What's coming in for Taurus for the Astrological New Year? Okay, Taurus, and we have forbidden fruit, apple. Oh, Taurus, is there something that is tempting for you or will be tempting for you in the new year? I'm getting for some of you that there was something that came back around recently, or there was feelings, memories, dreams. Maybe even somebody mentioned something that kind of brought something back into your frontal, I'm hearing the frontal lobe. They might have made you start thinking about something that you did and or something that happened, or even an experience or a person again. So something definitely did come up. And there is something very tempting about wanting to go back to something or someone, Taurus. And in the new year, I feel that this is going to be a point of discussion, is what I'm getting. This type of discussion that you're going to be having with yourself is going to be eye-opening, in that you are probably going to ask yourself, I thought that I had already put that to bed, or I thought I had already moved on from that, or I thought I had already, put that to rest, or that I didn't have feelings for that, or that I didn't want to do that anymore. And this could be in various elements of your life. It could be in career. It could be in a goal that you probably thought that you didn't want anymore, and all of a sudden you're thinking about it again, and you want to try it out for the new year. But something is definitely going to be at the forefront of your mind in the new year in relation to it being very tempting to embrace it again, to think about it again. And with the snake and the apple, very, synonymous with the story of Adam and Eve, you are going to be faced with a choice. Whether to continue with something bright and new that you are either in and or will be going into, or going back and taking a bite out of something from your past, or maybe some memory is going to trigger you to want to go back to something. Now, in this particular oracle deck, from the description, it does mention that snakes aren't considered a bad thing because it's a metamorphosis. Like, snakes are known to be like these creatures that can shed their skin and basically walk around in new skin. Very symbolic of the transformation and the metamorphosis of life and death and transformation. Snakes are very resilient. There's some, they can get in and out of things rather quickly, even though they have no legs. But there is a sense that, I feel like in order for you to move forward, and I didn't want to say this but it keeps coming up, which means that the energies are telling me to tell you this. In order for you to move forward, you have to look back. Just for a moment, just for a second, to see how far you've come, to see if there are any loose ends that you want to put a bow on, or that you haven't really closed out, Taurus. There's a reason why these things are coming back up, because there has to be some closure. And I feel this Astrological New Year is asking you to put a bow on something, to put an end to something, to give something or someone closure. Someone might resonate with the year of the snake. It's possible that this person has a year of the snake birth year, and you might love apples, or this person might really love apples. But with the Adam and Eve reference, it could be very strongly related to a union or a connection that you are in versus one that you were in. So there might be that back and forth in the new year to close something out for good, so that it is no longer something that is going to be coming up anymore. There's a transformation energy here. And let me see if there's anything else that is coming out for you. Okay, Taurus, so it says, Apple is the witch of the wildwood, forced to clean up and come in for tea. But a skirt and pumps can't hide her knowledge of the circling stars and cycling seasons, the deep loom of the earth and the warm weep of a summer rain. We may think that we've tamed wild Apple and brought her to heel, but even quasi-domesticated, she still gifts us with the sweetness of understanding ourselves. And Apple asks, what have you forbidden yourself? So that is what it says in the book. What have you forbidden yourself? However, the energy I'm getting from this card is one where there's something that is very tempting. So in a way, what have you forbidden yourself to do in regards to closing this out? Is there something about this that is coming up in the new year that others are saying is forbidden for you to do because they say so, but in your core you are thinking, why am I forbidding myself from closing this out? Or why am I forbidding myself from going after that goal just because others may say it's not possible? Or it's too much, or there's going to be too much that goes into that for you to get there, or financially it's just not going to work. There are many aspects to this that I'm going to delve deeper in when I get into the tarot for you, Taurus, but I do feel that is a good question to ask yourself. What have you forbidden from yourself? What movement have you forbidden from yourself as a result of what others may have told you or what upbringing may have told you is right and or acceptable? Why is it coming up? Because it wants you to close it out, or it wants you to revisit it because it is something that may still be a part of your heart and your core, Taurus. Maybe that is why it's coming up for you, Taurus. So Taurus, let's go ahead and get into the love portion here and see what general energies are coming in regards to love for the Taurians who are watching. And we have, it says, express love through gifts. Card 19, you might resonate with the number 19, which boils down to a 10, so you might be seeing double 10s, triple 10s. And it says, giving a small token to someone expresses your love to them. So Taurus, as we move through Aries season and get closer to your birth season, this season is probably going to be filled with a lot of people wanting to come forward to show their appreciation for you through gifts, through acts of kindness, charity, love, and also I do feel like you might be in that very giving mood as well, Taurus, in terms of letting people know how much you care. With the beautiful, beautiful pearl here, some of you might actually be asking somebody a very big, important question. Somebody who you see here as an otherworldly, ethereal figure. But you two are of the same world. Or you both feel that you two are of this world that you've created together. Or there is an energy that you feel very bonded to, who you are going to want to reach out to with a token of affection that may surprise them. Whatever distance or time or space exists between you doesn't exist when it comes to the heart and the soul. And I feel, Taurus, you know that about this energy in this person that is in your life or that will be in your life. But I do feel for many of you here, there is a significant connection here that you consider as we are of like minds, of the same world. No matter the time or the distance, we come together in our emotional waters. And because you meet me in those emotional waters so equally, I do want to offer you a gift and token of affection. This is a very beautiful card about coming together with someone. So you're coming together with someone very significant in the new year, Taurus. And I'm actually going to put these up here so you can see these a little bit better for you, Taurus. So let's go ahead and move that over. So again, a very beautiful message about relationships. So relationships are going to play a very crucial role in your new year, as well as your desires, your dreams, your hopes, your boundaries are going to come forward. Again, what have you forbidden from yourself is a big question that keeps playing over and over in this energy. So let's see what else is coming out in terms of the tarot to clarify these energies for Taurus. Please clarify these energies for Taurus for the new year. And we have Two of Cups. So there is that beautiful energy of union. Significant partnership energy for the Taurians who are watching here, coming in the new year. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy very strongly here. So you might be dealing with an energy that has that in their birth chart. Like I said, it is a meeting of the minds. We get, again, we see this beautiful shell here, and we see these two individuals presenting each other with a beautiful shell. And as a matter of fact, the woman in this photo has the shell with the pearl in it. And the man here has this other shell where when you listen to it, you're able to hear the ocean and the seas. So I do feel like both of you, when you come together, it is going to be such a beautiful union of mind, heart, and soul. Gorgeous energy there. Taurus, let's see what else we have. And we have the Seven of Wands. So Taurus, there appears to have been a little bit of difficulty, I would say, in regards to things around you as we ended the year, the astrological new year, and come into the new year. We see that, at least from this card, that the energies are saying that it wasn't easy for you to get from that year to this one. You had to build bridges. You had to build your own bridges, sometimes out of nothing, in order to get from point A to point B in many aspects of your life. It wasn't easy for you to, I'm hearing for some of you, you may have burned some bridges or tried to burn bridges in order to not go back to your past, or in order not to be bogged down by something in your past. But I do feel, because there is a bridge here, and it's a bit shaky, don't get me wrong, and this is probably some fast moving water, you are going to try to cross it. You are going to try to get to the other side of this with the balance and the confidence, knowing that you can get to the other side and will get to the other side no matter what. I don't think very much of anything can stop a Taurian from moving forward unless it is yourself. I think you're the only person who can stop yourself from doing something, because despite what anybody else says, I do feel many of you have a very strong conviction about the things that you do, but sometimes on occasion there are some things that can kind of muddle your thoughts or get in the way of you moving forward, because you're like, I need some time to think about it. I have all these opinions and all these XYZs. I need time to think about it before I do anything. And I feel in this case, despite whatever has gone on, you have decided to move forward, and you will continue to move forward with this relationship also. And this can be for many things as well, Taurus. Life, love, career, finance. There have been some choppy waters at times, but like I said, you've built bridges to get from one side to another. You've made things possible for yourself, even if things got a little bit difficult. And you are continuing to focus and to discipline yourself in staying balanced no matter what. With all the resources that you've gained and the knowledge that you've gained, you will keep moving forward. And then we have the Sun. And that is why your way of moving, Taurus, is going to lead to your happiness. The Sun card, all about happiness. If there was a question that you came to ask before you came to this reading, meaning you had a question and you've been thinking about it and you decided to click on this video to see if it was a yes or no, this is a card about yes. So yes, Taurus, whatever question you had, it's a yes. And I do feel you're embracing the yes of your life. You are embracing the yeses, the hell yeses and the heck no's. You are someone who is really going to embrace that more and more. No matter what bridges you have to cross, no matter what you have to leave behind, no matter what you need to rebuild a bridge to close out, you are going to end up very successful in what you do this coming year, Taurus. There's going to be success in love, and there's also going to be success when it comes to your career, your finances. A little bit of choppiness, yes, but I do feel you will always come out on the other side of things, Taurus. And then we have the Five of Cups. So very interesting that I caught on that there was something in the past that maybe hadn't closed out completely, and that's why it's coming back up. The Five of Cups is a card all about regrets. Looking at the cups, and in this case the shells that are turned over, versus looking at the shells that are open, or the cups that are fully open and ready to be filled by your emotional waters, or by someone's emotional water, by their heart. You are thinking deeply about something in the new year. Despite all the happiness that is surrounding you, and this relationship that you are in and or are exploring currently, I do feel there are still those things that are going to come up that are really going to just make you think and kind of revisit the past a bit in the new year. What have you forbidden from yourself, Taurus? Have you forbidden yourself from looking back? Have you forbidden yourself from really putting a bow on something or closure on something? Have you forbidden yourself from reaching out or going after something, a passion, a dream, because others thought it's not possible, or because maybe a relationship started taking more of your attention? Maybe you wanted to be a singer, a musician, an artist, and all of a sudden life kind of got in the way for a bit there, and you weren't able to really focus on things that you were passionate about. These are all things that could be coming up in your mind in the new year, Taurus. But again, things are coming up for a reason. They're coming up so that you can see whether or not you truly, truly have put an end to that, or truly, truly don't want that, or don't want to go after that, or don't have a passion for that. And at the bottom of the deck is the Queen of Cups. There might be a very strong Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy that you're thinking about, or this is the type of love that is surrounding you at this time from somebody very significant who wants to give you the world, who wants to give you all that their heart has to offer. Very mature energy, very bubbly. This person might be very bubbly or very vivacious or very charming, very much bohemian in a way, but also very grounded in their nature. This is a mature energy, so they might be a little older than you, Taurus, or you think of them as somebody who has a very mature way of being when they are around you, or you've seen them and you're like, that's a very mature way of thinking or mature way of being. They probably live near water and or have spent a lot of time by the water. But this is a person who might be on your mind right now, Taurus. This Queen of Cups energy. And I'm definitely seeing that because we got the Queen of Cups and the Lover's card here, Taurus. Is there an energy still calling at you? Or is the current energy of somebody in your life bringing up memories of somebody from your past? Maybe this current energy that you're around is causing you to want to think about someone from the past. And I'm going to leave those there for you because I think that's very significant. I see some of you may consider going back to either put a closure on something, a bow on something, seek forgiveness if some of you may feel like you are in regret of how things panned out or played out, or maybe by you reaching out, this person will reach out to you and say that they are sorry for how things panned out. But it is going to be a healing energy because water is healing. Water is that healing nectar of nature. Beautiful energy there. Okay, Taurus, so we're going to get this particular deck to see what else is coming up for Taurians in regards to the new year. So very strong water energy here, Taurus. You might be dealing with a very strong Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, as well as with the Sun card, Leo. So they might have strong Leo in their birth chart, or you also might have strong Leo. And we have the Founder, foundations and communities. So there is that message about stability, security, all of the things that you consider important. Of course, Taurus, that you are working on and or have been focused on or need to be more focused on. Your community being very important to you, and how, your community shows up for you is what I'm getting from this particular card here. And it says, to build a community, the foundations must be laid first. What sort of a person must you be to best support those around you? Someone you know may be asking for help, but you may not be able to provide what they need right now because you're still figuring things out, Taurus. And this is from the book. Assess whether you're the right person to assist them, and if not, work out why. What's holding you back from being the best support that you can be? Now's the time to address any unresolved feelings so that when you build that community, you can do it together. So there is that unresolved feelings of the Five of Cups and the forbidden fruit that I was picking up. So how can you best build your community? How can you be there for people? How can you feel like you can be there for someone? I am feeling, because you have certain things that are on your mind in the new year, you may actually kind of get lost in your thoughts a bit, or may decide to take some time off and focus on figuring out why or how, or certain things are coming up, or what you need to do to move forward. There's going to be a lot of thinking and a lot of planning in your mind that you may actually forget some of your very important relationships as you go after something or an energy. I do feel like you are just being called to remember community, and that even if you feel you cannot necessarily support somebody at the moment right now because you're kind of figuring things out, how can you support them? By providing them support in other ways. You have only certain times a day, but I do feel we can still make time for somebody, whether it's via phone call or text or email, or even the good old-fashioned letter. We can also set times out during the weekend for that person, or to make time to be there when that person needs them. Just pick up the phone and say, I'm here for you. Let's talk about it. Or do you want me to just give you a hug? Do you need a hug? Sometimes physical touch in that way is as powerful as the spoken word, Taurus. So think about it. As these things come up and you are still busy trying to figure things out, don't forget about the people around you who love and care about you, who may need support. That is a message coming in for the Taurians very strongly at this time. Okay, let's go ahead and get some advice for Taurus to end your reading. Okay, Taurus, and we have first quarter moon in Taurus. So your sign came out, Taurus, and it says release control. So Taurus, there might be this desire from you to have some sort of control over your emotions in the new year. And the more and more that these emotions come up from the past, with the Five of Cups and the forbidden fruit and the Lover's card being here and the Queen of Cups, I do feel like the more these emotions come up, you're going to try to control it by not thinking about it and saying it doesn't matter, it's in the past. That goal, that fiery spark that I had back then about that passion, it doesn't matter anymore because I need to get serious, or it doesn't matter anymore because I really can't invest, my time and my money on it, or it doesn't matter anymore because I have way too many things on my plate, too many people that I need to do XYZ things for, too much XYZ that I'm juggling, where I cannot focus on those things that really call out to my heart and my mind. So I'm just going to bury it. Like, you're going to control yourself by burying all those things, just to keep things level, is what I'm getting for many of you, Taurus. But in this card, it's saying release control. Your emotions are valid. Your emotions with the moon here need to be seen. They need to be seen. You need to see them. Burying them isn't going to help because it's only going to make the call out, the pull even stronger. It's like they say, sometimes when you tell a kid not to do something, what are they going to do? Some kids might actually do the opposite of that and do it anyway. Because it is a temptation. It is something that they're being called to do. Even if it hurts. Many of us do things because our heart says so. And our mind takes, the back seat. I'm not saying for you to just go out and do it, Taurus, because obviously I do feel it does need some thinking about asking yourself why these things are coming up again. Why you might not feel like you can support somebody right now because you have too much on your plate or too much to think about and figure out. How can you be there for yourself and others in that emotional way? By releasing control. Taurus, sometimes life doesn't follow a scheduled plan. Sometimes life surprises us. Sometimes life takes a complete, U-turn. Or sometimes a fork in the road happens unexpectedly and you're like, wow, I didn't realize I'd be faced with that fork in the road. Or I didn't realize I'd be faced with that path again. There is a reason, and the divine is asking you to figure that out in the new year. There's a reason why all these things are coming up. Release control. Focus on creating, your strong foundations and your strong community with yourself. Because again, you are one of your most important relationships that you will ever have in your life, Taurus. But also there are people around you who want to be there for you and people who will need your help in the new year. And your groundedness is really going to help them see through something or get to the other side of something. And I feel that with the Seven of Wands is a gift, a very beautiful gift that you have, that you can help others learn how to do. Taurus. So Taurus, very beautiful message about love. Significant. Two of Cups, lovers, soul connection here. Currently around you. Very strong energy around you, and or it is going to be coming in the new year. There could be a revisitation of certain energies, maybe not in the physical form, but I do feel in the spiritual way there is a very strong tether between you and someone that is going to come right in your face, I feel, in the new year. So be ready, be prepared for it for the Taurians who are watching. I feel many of you are going to do what is right and healthy for you. Very beautiful energy. So Taurus, thank you so much for watching this reading. Please stay tuned for your next Taurian reading, and I will see you next time. Take care.